Hello video. I'm doing another winter blues vlog where I bitch about winter or comment on life experiences and you guys make your comments. And I'm just getting warm up here. I just ate. The oil-filled radiator behind me, it wasn't making enough adequate heat, so I had to plug the quartz in one, which is running. It's kind of orange. And that thing really blasts out the heat, and it's getting warm up here. And I'm getting warm with my $4 1978 electric blanket that I got at the thrift shop. It was like brand new. It wasn't even washed. So for $4, I mean it was $8, half off. Half off is $4, so I paid $4, and I'm getting warm right now. And yeah, I shoveled the snow and I snowblowed. I really didn't feel like it this afternoon. We've been getting so much snow, and I just looked at the cat and I'm just like, Scrapper, I don't feel like going outside, but somebody's got a shovel and snowblow the snow, so I went out. And I thought I was gonna get blasted in my face with that cold air, but the wind wasn't so bad. I guess maybe it was like 10 degrees, but if I went outside right now, which is dark, it would be like super cold. And I got the snow, and thank God I got that done. Otherwise, if I would have been doing it right now, my face would have just been red and just freezing, and my feet would have been cold. But anyways, yeah, my radiator's on its way. It's being mailed. 4 days, I think. It should be here on Monday. 4 or 5 days. And the cool thing is, after this cold snap is gone, next week, starting Monday, warm. 32 degrees on Monday, and it gets up to 36 degrees on midweek. So that's cool. Yeah, what else is on my mind? Yeah, I usually comment on this website from time to time. It's called rateitall.com. My username is 93century, and you could create your own web list, or Rate It All has their own. Like, let's say I could make a web list saying, oh, the dim-witted females of Hollywood, like Paris Hilton or whatnot, or any of these like divas that are so pretty and they're lazy. And there was one list some other user made, some other web list. The name of the list was Childhood Experiences, and they had a bunch of childhood experiences on there, like riding bikes, camping. I commented on camping. When I was younger, I never had any camping experiences with my family. I only had camping experiences when I was in Boy Scouts. For 2 years, in 1985 and 1986, I was, in the summers of July, I would go up to this place called Indian Mound Reservation, which is in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, for 1 week, from Saturday until the next Saturday. And I mean, it was an alright experience. I mean, actually the second year I had a lot more accomplished. Second year I made a leather vest. I got my leather merit badge, I think, or a leather pin, I can't remember. And yeah, I did a little bit of fishing up there. I think I did some swimming, I can't remember, but I don't know how to swim anyway. And yeah, the reason why they call it the Indian Mound Reservation is there's an Indian mound right behind the mess hall, and it's a burial ground, I think. And then the myth is, if you walk on the mound, then it'll rain out. And every week for the 2 years I was there, it rained all the time. And it was outdoor camping. And there's a clearing in the forest, and there was tents all the way around the clearing. And the tents, they weren't like Kmart bought tents. They were canvas tents, and they had wood floors on them. Wood like pallet floors. and the canvas was old and they had holes in them, and when it would rain the water would leak inside the tents, and that made our clothes stink. And besides making the clothes stink, everybody was most the other troops were making fires with their Deep Woods Off mosquito repellent. They were spraying pieces of wood on they were spraying pieces of wood with Deep Woods Off to try to start a fire. And the smell of Deep Woods Off just scarred me for life. I mean, the feeling of it and the smell of it just, ugh. I mean, I rarely wear Deep Woods Off anymore. If I was going to wear mosquito repellent, I would wear that aloe shit that's like skin cream. Yeah, that smell and the feeling of Deep Woods Off really scarred me for life. Yeah, and our clothes stunk, and besides the Deep Woods Off smell, somebody in camp, I mean, there was a pair of pants that was laying around. Nobody knew who they belonged to. And there was this big guy, David, they belonged to them, but they didn't know who these pants belonged to. And they set them on fire, and when he found out they were like half burnt, he really flipped. I mean, he was a tall guy, kind of goofy. Of course, he was picked on, but once he got pissed, I mean, boy, people didn't fuck with him at all. Yeah, those were the times when I was like 11 or 12 years old. And we would have to take turns cleaning the mess hall. Let me check the time. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, we would have to take turns cleaning the mess hall after each meal. There was breakfast and dinner. I had to do the breakfast one time, and there was like hard-boiled eggs. I hate hard-boiled eggs. And there was like half-eaten ones in there, and we were just like scraping all the plates into the garbage can. And seeing those hard-boiled eggs, I almost threw up. And yeah, my past experiences with camping weren't so great. Matter of fact, the first year I was there, it rained so much that my mom called the camp and just was wondering how the kids were doing and stuff, and she was kind of worried about me. Yeah. And by the time I got back, those Saturdays after, I was like praying for a washing machine. Yep. Those were the days. Let me check the time here again. Yeah. I'm sort of grateful for the time I was brought up in. I grew up during the 1980s. Things were a lot simpler then. There wasn't cell phones or like spoiled kids that didn't have any respect for their parents. It was a lot simpler time. I never really got what I wanted, but I was glad the way I was raised. I mean, the first TV I had to buy for my allowance, which was a 19-inch Emerson set from the 60s. It was a tube set. It was a pretty cool one. I wish I still had that one, but I broke it. Of course, when you're a kid, you don't know. But I got my advance on my allowance and I bought it. Yeah, and the color TV, the first color TV I had was a Motorola Quasar I found in my neighbor's garbage, which I dragged home. Let me check the time on it. Yeah, I dragged this Motorola Quasar home at night after my neighbor told me not to. And it had a little bit of a, I think the yoke was bad in a socket or something, or on the neck of the CRT. But as far as the tube set is concerned, that's the best color I've seen on a set, on a CRT set, was that Motorola Quasar. And I sold it to my brother's friend, and then later the set died. Wish I still had that one too. I guess I gotta conclude this video. Bye.